Life was very confusing to the point where I experienced more than a decade of very deep depression. I had no reason to suffer. I had these 3 beautiful children, I had this beautiful home, I had the air, the sky, the water, the you know, everything, and I lay in bed, so depressed that I prayed to die. It was horrible. It was a suffering that I never want anyone to experience. And I was not a listener. I was unable to. And I had an identity to protect that was just always running, even at the expense of my children. This poor mother. I could see how hard she tried. I could see her children were her life. I can see her confusion. I can see her generosity, and I can see when my children weren't grateful that I would find some way to let that be known. And on and on and on. I was believing over what they were offering up. This poor mother just doing her best at all times. And that's asleepness. By some grace, I experienced and was shown in just a silent state of mind, in a dead sleep on the floor. That's where I slept. I didn't believe I deserved anything, you know, that I would even deserve a bed. That's crazy. So sleeping there by my bed, and this cockroach, I don't like saying that, it's just what happened though, crawled over my foot, and I woke up from what we call the night, you know, the night sleep, and the ego didn't have enough opportunity to fill in the space because I was startled awake. There was this space between identity, you know, I'm awake, oh my goodness, I'm awake, oh my goodness, a bug crawled over my foot, oh my, there was no time for that. It's all so simple, I could see. I wasn't looking at something like a wall and saying, oh, it's blue, it should be black. I don't know why they painted it that way. Well, I would have curved the wall. All of this. What I saw was window, sky, clouds. I entered a dimension that had always been there, but I was unable to see it. What I was thinking and believing onto the world is what needed a little work, not the world itself. It's enlightening. Well, my husband at the time, he's since deceased, but after the experience on the floor, he would say things like, what did you do with her? I don't know who you are, but I want my wife back. I'm not in for this. I didn't marry you. This isn't fair. And he meant it. He grieved and grieved. The body was the same, the physical body, but actually weight began just to fall off of me. I was way overweight, and it just fell, so there was less stress. My children immediately warmed up to my kindness, my generosity, my ability to be a listener, my ability not to criticize. It's not ability, it was I wanted to know their lives. I'd never met them. When you believe someone to be who they are, and you drop that story, you don't know who they are. For the first couple of years, it was, Mom, you da-da-da-da-da. Mom, why did you? Remember when you did? And I had to own it all. and just I had to own it all because they were telling the truth. They actually feared that that other mom was going to pop out any minute and punish them or hold it a grudge. Prior to the work, they would say I'm crazy, and I think they don't love me. There's something wrong with me. They don't really want me around. On and on and on. You know, it's a popular universal belief there's something wrong with me. As that would arise in the stillness of me just being so quiet for the first 3 years, as it would show up, it was met with the questions, and it was experienced like there's something wrong with me. It would be met with, is it true?